What is up, TBC? It's your boy Tough Bills coming back at you guys with yet another video. In today's video, I'm going to be actually showing you guys the project car that I have actually bought on Sunday. Don't hate this car. I know there's a lot of haters that hate this car, and I understand the reason why, but wait until you see it. So let's jump into this. Let's bang it.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry. With the memories like a symphony, and you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
2006 Dodge Magnum, really nice car. I like how it's actually set up. It looks kind of sporty. I understand a lot of you guys out there think that this car is more of a soccer mom. The Hemi is actually a really nice car, and I like how people really made this car look a lot different when they put Dodge Challenger hood on here, and they also did the side fenders, Dodge Challenger, the lights, even this grill right here. They changed that whole thing out to look at like a Dodge Challenger, which got me thinking, like, holy crap, is that stuff even cheap to do? But I might even buy my stuff from the junkyard. I just want to fix up this car. Eventually, I'm planning to sell it, because as you guys know, I am looking for my favorite car, which will be coming very soon to the channel. This is just a car to get me to work, get me home, get me money. And then once this car is done and finished the way I want it, making sure the motor is good. There's a lot of things that I did to this motor. You guys will see that later. I'm still going to be changing out the spark plugs. I'm also going to be cleaning pretty much everything that is electronic that opens up the valves and which not. I'm also have valve cleaner that I'm going to be putting in here once I get it registered. It's not too much to get it registered, so I'm thinking about doing it very, very soon here. Let me tell you a little bit about this car. It is a salvaged car. right from a person that I bought it for. It didn't really cost me very much. It really wasn't too much of a bargain. There is a lot of things that you guys are actually seeing right now that really need to be repaired on this vehicle, and I'm currently about to be replacing everything, such as this back bumper, which does not line up correctly. We got paint that is chipping, which I'm also going to be sanding all of that down, getting that pretty much flush, making it look good. Then you have this big problem right here. I'm going to try to take off this fender and rebend this fender, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to bolt it back into right here because I'm pretty sure the frame got damaged down there. So if it did, I don't know how I'm going to unbend that. Unless you guys can give me an idea if I haven't done it already. Maybe you can tell me how to unbend the frame so I can basically bolt it back on. I don't want to cut into the frame, and I don't want to add another frame piece there. So if you guys can give me really good answers with something that I can actually do to that, that would be really dope. And then you have 24-inch rims on here, black, very brand new. The owner spent almost $4,000 on all 4 rims and tires as well. This tire was actually getting some wear from the bumper right there, which I'm kind of trying to fix right now. I just want it to stay up until I get the new bumper, and I gotta change out the C-member, and the radiator support needs to be brand new. All of that stuff really needs to be fixed up again. So I'm really looking into a lot of shops that actually have these parts, and I actually found a pick-a-part out here. There's actually 2, one in Phoenix and one in Mesa. So I think my old boss was telling me that Mesa is actually a bigger place to be buying parts for this car. So I'm thinking about doing it that way. And then you also have this right here, which had a big problem when I first bought it. This whole ring right here was actually sucked in there, and every time I tried to fill her up, the nozzle kept kicking back off again because the sensor is not the way it should be. But now it's the way it should be, so I should have no problems filling her up. I hope not. But I might have to change out the sensor in there. You got this door right here, which one of the hinges is totally fucked. I don't know what's going on with that. Then we have headlights that really need to be renewed. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. That was kind of a big gap in the headlight that I need to fix. So I need to get new headlights, new C-member, new bumper, new undercarriage. Basically, I'm going to be rebuilding this whole entire front end to try to get it to look really good. Because when I sell it next time, I really want to get roughly maybe $4,000, $3,000 for this car. It is still a very good car. It's still very strong. It's actually hanging in there, and it's a very old car. It's a 13-year-old car, so I can't believe that it only has 112,000 miles on her. She works like a beast. She sounds like a beast. This is stage 1 right here. This is actually the throttle body right here. If you guys can actually see, it's really caked up in there, really bad. The other side's not too horrible, but this side is definitely really bad. In some occasions, you can use WD-40 to clean it, but make sure you clean it all the way up. Do not let it sit or anything inside of your throttle body. Do not spray it on your sensor. So if your sensor is located right here on your throttle body, don't do that. Go get some throttle body cleaner and use that instead. But for mine, I really don't have to. I can clean it with WD-40. You just want to just take your WD-40, take it out, and just spray it in there. It's going to take up all that grime and that goo and everything. It's going to link down to the napkin that I have on the floor. But I'm going to take a napkin right now and I'm going to clean it out, get it really clean, and let's see what it looks like afterwards. Now if we take a look at it, it's actually built up on there just a little bit. You can see it on the rim quite a bit on there. But I got a lot of it off. If you guys actually notice that it's not so carbon buildup anymore. The other side looks just clean, very, very clean even in the inside. But that's where the tube goes to your intake. This side actually goes to, and this part right here goes into this guy right here, which is your intake valve. Well, pretty much. There's a name for it, but my brain is just not working today. I'm actually hungry. You guys know me by now. When I get hungry, I tend to forget things and know what things are, and it's actually my fault. But first off, you should not have your motor looking like this if you're trying to sell it. You got all this stuff right here, which I think he might have had a leak somewhere. I'm guessing. It's full with oil. I'm gonna clean all that bullshit up, clean it up, and then I'm gonna see what it could have been. Maybe it's just looks like just a big pile of dirt, to be honest, guys. It might be one of those squishy things that they put right here to block the air from getting out. Look what we actually got today, guys. I actually did forget about one thing, and that was, well, seafoam. It's okay though. It's alright. I'm not worried about it. I can do it anytime. We did get ahead and get the spark plugs. As you guys seen, those spark plugs were pretty bad. I really just want to change them out. I got the anti-seize and the boot stuff as well. I went ahead and picked up a carbon air filter because, well, the other one, it's not there. It's missing, just like always on these cars. And then I also got some more 50/50 antifreeze coolant, which I really need. My coolant level is pretty low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop these in, pop this in, fill it up with this, and then we're going to go ahead and try to see if she acts different. So when you are doing something like this, guys, what you have to do is kind of just grab it like here, take out your spark plug, take the antifreeze. Now be careful, you don't need a lot of this stuff. A little bit goes far. Put it all on the threads. Once you put it on the threads, you're going to go step over to the car now. Going to open up the bank. Tighten it with the ratchet first. Remember, these are aluminum usually heads. I'm going to go in there gently, start twisting it. If you feel any like resistance when you're doing this, just back it out, start over. Like for me right now, it's going in very, very smooth. And once you start feeling it getting tight, then you know that it's on there. 11 foot-pounds of torque. So about 1/4 of an inch of a turn would do just fine for these. You want to make sure that you put your boots back on if you have these type of boots. I actually do want to show you guys something. The previous owner put these type of screws in here when they're really supposed to be these type of screws. I don't know. This car was definitely Jimmy drigged, but it's okay. Just make sure that your boots are sitting there proper. I usually start from the back and then I start going down, and gets it done faster. So basically what you're gonna do is do all 6, and then I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna show you basically how to reassemble it, since I didn't show you how to disassemble and what you have to do to reassemble this thing. So your intake valves right here, you guys can actually see all of that carbon buildup. You can't see deep underneath there where your valves are actually at. One goes to your intake and one goes to your exhaust. They actually look very, very nasty. So I'm definitely going to be getting some throttle body cleaner, so some valve cleaner. I need to replace the gasket for this guy right here because they had duct tape surrounding it for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm thinking it might have leaked. I can actually show you what that thing looked like. It's right there. It looks pretty nasty and corroded with oil. So we're definitely gonna have to buy a new one of those. By then this car should run, well, I'm hoping that this car will run a lot more smoother when I am done. It's not gonna cost me a lot of money to just fix a little bit of these problems, because this car already ran. It ran and drove really, really good actually. It's just the AC does not work, and it's a little boggy, like it on the cold starts and stuff, it's a little boggy. but I think that has to do with my spark plugs, because for one, they are not gapped correctly, and for two, we have a lot of stuff in here that I'm looking at right now that is just corroded with carbon buildup. It just sucks to see how bad they mistreated this motor. They really did not take care of her the way they should have. I don't even know if I'm gonna actually trust this belt, but I'm gonna give it one more go. I probably won't step on the gas too hard, especially that I know that I didn't put this belt on. I don't trust people when they tell me they've done maintenance. When I ask you, have you done maintenance, and you say yes, no. You shouldn't lie. You should tell me the real truth behind the car, because I'm the buyer. I just want to know what kind of condition the car is in. If I'm really interested in it, and if I'm already looking for a project car, why lie to me and tell me that it's already had maintenance done to it? No, that's not right. Okay, well guys, it looks like we're about to hit a monsoon right now. It's actually lightning out there. The wind is blowing super duper hard. So I need to hurry up and do what I need to do for you guys for this video. Try to explain as much as I can, because we might lose power. Just want to keep that in mind. We don't know. This is our first time being in a monsoon, but a lot of people have lost power, and it does get pretty bad. So let's go ahead and step into this before it starts flooding my garage. So basically what you want to do is, you see this right here, this is the gasket. You want to pull that up, clean this whole surface with WD-40, anything you guys actually have. You can actually hear it right now, it's getting pretty bad. So that's what you're going to actually do. I would not suggest using anything that is metal. Just use something plastic, pull it up, clean it real quick, and then go ahead and put the gasket back on. Put the gasket over here back on after you're done cleaning that as well. It does look very carbon dioxide in there, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and get this done so I can get this car put back together before it starts storming. You put that gasket on the bottom and the gasket in here, and then you go ahead and put back everything that belongs to this side. Make sure you do that. Tighten these down. You want to start from here, go out, go in, go out, go in, go out at least twice, and make sure they're torqued to the right torque, which I believe is 22 pounds, or 22 inches pounds. Then you want to make sure that these guys right here are on here as well. This one just needs to be bent a little bit more. There's supposed to be a nut on this thing, but the previous owner had this car. They probably lost the nuts and they just said fuck it. But the other side, I already have it loose already down there. So I'm going to pull that one back up, put it back on here. The car is pretty much ready to be ran again, and I hope that this car runs the way it's supposed to. So if you guys have not yet cleaned everything, this will be a good time to make sure that everything is clean. Don't open these when there's dirt around. Make sure you clean this before you open those. You don't want any dirt to get in there or trapped in there anyway. I wanted to show you guys this. The monsoon kind of kept me off guard here. Camera's a little laggy, but we're still doing this. Anyways, you just pretty much slap this thing right back on top. So once you put your throttle body back on, this is where it gets fun. You need to able to put your air intake tube and air intake box back in here. In this case, mine is a little bit ruined. As you can tell, we have a big gaping hole here, and the piece just broke off right. Well, now it's on the floor. But that's what my air intake tube looks like. It's seen better days. With this car, it actually has remote start that the guy actually installed himself. There is a little problem with the ignition switch, which I'm going to be replacing that, I hope, very soon too as well, because when you shut the car off, the car actually stays on still. So I need to take that out and I need to swap it with the new one. I need to get a new key, and this car should be better. It should definitely be better. I might even get one of those flip keys. I haven't really decided yet, but to add more class to the car, I'm thinking about doing it. So anyways, how you start this girl, let me make sure that this rod right here, this is another problem as well. I'm probably going to get some hood struts. I haven't really quite decided yet, but I really want to make sure that this hood's not going to fall down when I'm trying to tell you guys about the car and everything. So let's go ahead and press that button. That's all you have to do, is hold that orange button down here. And there she goes. So this is pretty much a cold start. It was actually started earlier today, but I'm starting it again. It's gonna get hot in here. So here's the motor. She sounds really, really good for a 13-year-old car. There's a few other, like I said, there's a few things that I gotta fix still. This box has a big crack on the side right here, so I need to get a new box, air intake box. I already did the pleasures of cleaning these out already, so these are both clean. And I also changed out the spark plugs, which you guys seen. The next thing I need to do is I need to get a new belt. If you guys can actually see that belt, looks really loose on there. So I need to get a new belt. I need to check for the tranny fluid, make sure that the tranny fluid's fine and where it should be. I don't know, I might even change the tranny fluid, but the sucky thing about buying used cars is that you don't know what kind of condition the tranny fluid's in, and if they never changed it, it could be a lot of problems. Like one of my subscribers actually brought it to my attention too, is when you change out tranny fluid from a used car, you don't know if that car was been beat on or what kind of condition it was in before you bought it, or did anybody change out the fluid. So engine oil you can change out, that will fix a lot of your squeaky problems inside the motor, but if it doesn't go away, then you have a serious problem on top of that. I do need to get a new alternator. That thing is starting to squeak like hell, but you guys can't hear it right now because it's kind of cold still. Once the car starts warming up, you'll actually start hearing it a lot more better. Here's the muffler right here. See if I can give you guys a few reps. It's nighttime and my whole family is sleeping. I didn't want to rev her past 2K, so I didn't rev her that high. But next time I will definitely rev her for you guys. I'm probably going to have to make sure that that exhaust doesn't have a leak in it. I don't know if it does or not, but it does sound like it might have a mini leak inside there. So I need to see what is going on. I might even change out that half of the exhaust and take it out and go buy a new one. They're really, really cheap. They're only like 50 bucks, and then you can just buy little clamps that go on to them. Make sure when you do that to tighten the clamps completely down. Don't leave it access. Leave it lifted so that way you can tell if there is a leak still in there. That way it'll be a lot more easier for you guys too. You don't settle it down. With my car right now, she is very, very low. That explains the reason why it got a big ol' gash there on the passenger side fender. It's easy fix. All of this stuff is pretty much easy fix. The car is in 100% great condition. I can't be happier with it than the money that I spent on it. The next car though, in probably maybe about 4 months. You guys just give me 4 months and there will be a new car. I guarantee you guys that one. Once that all happens, we'll be popping on with modifications. This car ain't a mod car. This is more of just a restore, get it out there, make it look clean, make it look good, get it repainted, look at little things that really need to be fixed on her, get her out there, get her sold again, get my money back, go out, buy another car. That's my whole plan. That pretty much explains what I am doing with this Dodge Magnum. It is a nice car, guys. I hope you guys do like it. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Dodge Magnum. I think it's really good. It's a V6, by the way, if I didn't mention that. You also saw that in the slow-mo, so, you know, I didn't really have to tell you all that mess. If you are new here, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell on the side. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, or give it a thumbs down, whatever you choose. And don't forget to leave a comment. Always remember to share this with all your friends, folks, family, anything you guys got. Let's grow TBC. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. My name is Tough Bills. I will see you guys in the next banger.
With